You may not have noticed, but something unusual has just happened. You see how uneasy they are. That's because I'm a lawyer. In this neighborhood, if a lawyer or a priest in the street is considered unlucky, we're only thought of in connection to disasters, and I'd rather not get too close. I often believe that behind this suspicious little nod of theirs lie 3,000 years of mistrust. A lawyer means the law, and in Sicily, the land where their fathers came from, the law has not been a friendly idea since the Greeks were beaten. I am inclined to notice the ruins in things, perhaps because I was born in Italy. I only came here when I was 25. In those days, Al Capone, the greatest Carthaginian of all, was learning his trade on these pavements, and Frankie Yale himself was cut precisely in half by a machine gun at the corner of Union Street, 2 blocks away. Oh, there were many who were justly shot by unjust men. Justice is very important here. This is Red Hook, Sicily. This is the slum that faces the seaward side of Brooklyn Bridge. This is the gullet of New York, swallowing the tonnage of the world. And now we are more civilized, more American. Now we settle for half, and I like it better. I no longer keep a pistol in my filing cabinet. And my practice is entirely unromantic. My wife has warned me, so did my friends. They say people in this neighborhood lack elegance, glamour. After all, who have I been dealing with my whole life? Longshoremen and their wives, fathers, grandfathers, evictions, compensation cases, family squabbles, all the petty troubles of the poor. And yet, every few years there is still a case. And as the parties tell me what the trouble is, the flat air in my office washes in with the green scent of the sea. The flat air in it is blown away, and the thought comes that is in some Caesar's year, in Calabria perhaps, or on the cliff at Syracuse, another lawyer, quite differently dressed, heard the same complaint and sat there as powerless as I and watched it run its bloody course. This one's name was Eddie Carbone, a longshoreman working the docks from Brooklyn Bridge to the breakwater, where the open sea begins.
Well, I'll see you, buddy.
You go walking tomorrow?
Well, yeah, there's one on there on that ship. See you, Luis.
See you.
Hey! Ah. Where are you going all dressed up?
Well, I just got it. You like it?
Well, it's nice. What happened to your hair?
You like it? I fixed it different. He's here, baby!
Beautiful. Turn around. Let me see you in the back. If only your mother was alive to see you. She wouldn't believe it.
You like it, huh?
Oh, you look like one of those girls that went to college. So where are you going?
Wait till B comes in, I'll tell you something. Here, sit down.
What's going on?
I'll get you a beer, alright?
Well, tell me what happened. Come here.
I want you to wait till B comes in. Guess how much we paid for the skirt?
Well, I think it's too short, ain't it?
Well, no. Not when I stand up.
Well, you're gonna sit down sometimes.
Eddie, it's the style now. I mean, you see me walking down the street.
Look, kid. You are walking wavy. I mean, you're giving me the willies the way you walk down the street. I mean,
I'm walking wavy?
well, I don't mean to be a pest, but Katie, you are walking wavy. I don't like the looks they give you in the candy store. And with these new high heels, clack, clack, clack on the sidewalk, you make all the headstands like windmills.
But those guys look at all the girls, you know that.
Well, really, you're not all the girls.
And what do you want me to do? You want me to...
Now, don't get mad, kid.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Katie, listen. I promised your mother on her deathbed. I'm responsible for you. You're still a baby. I mean, you don't know how things work. Like when you're standing by the window and you're waving outside to Louis.
Yeah, well, I was waiting outside you, and what do you want?
Well, I can tell you things about him that you wouldn't wave him no more.
Maybe I wish there was one guy you couldn't tell me things about.
Katie, do me a favor, will you? I mean, you get to become a big girl. You got to keep yourself more. You can't be so open to everybody. I mean, you can't be so friendly. Hey, B! What are you doing in there? Go and call her up. I have news for her.
What?
Well, her cousin's landed.
No. B! B! Your cousin's got in.
What?
Yes.
What are you talking about? Where?
I was knocking off work before, and Tony Verelli comes to me. He said the ship is in the North River.
And they're all right?
Well, he didn't see them yet. They're still on board. But the moment they will get off, they will meet. And he figures around 10 o'clock they will be here.
And they'll get them off the ship, all right? That's fixed.
Well, sure, they will give them regular cement papers, and they will mix with the rest of the crew when they get off. Don't worry about it. They will be here in a few hours.
Well, what happened? They were supposed to be here till next Thursday.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they put them on any ship available. Maybe the other ship there was a danger or something. What are you crying about?
Well, I thought it was going to be next week. I was going to buy a new tablecloth. I was going to wash
Listen,
the
B,
walls.
listen. They will think it's a millionaire's house compared to the way they live. I mean, don't worry about the walls. Here, go around down the store and get the tablecloth.
Well, there's no stores open now.
Well, you were supposed to put the new cover on the chair.
Yes, but I thought it was going to be next week. I was going to wash the walls. I was going to wax the floors.
Maybe Mrs. Dondera upstairs.
No, hers is worse than this one. I don't even have nothing for them to eat.
Hey. Take it easy.
I'm just nervous, that's all. I'll make the fish.
What are you nervous about? I mean, you're worrying about the tablecloth? I'm pretty sure they haven't seen a tablecloth in their whole life.
I'm worried about you, that's all I'm worried.
Listen, as far as they know where to sleep.
I told them in the letters, they're sleeping on the floor.
Well, what I'm worried about is that you have such a big heart that you and I will end up on the floor and they will be on our bed.
All right, stop.
Well, because every time you see a tired relative, I end up on the floor.
When did you end up on the floor?
Well, when your father's house burned down, I didn't end up on the floor.
But their house burned down.
Well, yeah, but it didn't keep burning for 2 weeks.
All right, I'll tell them to do something.
Well, listen, B. I just don't want you being pushed around. You know, you have such a big heart. Why are you so touchy?
I'm just worried if it doesn't turn out good, you'll get mad at me.
Listen, as long as they keep their mouth shut, nothing will happen. And they're paying for their board too.
Oh, I told them.
Well, then what the hell, B? I mean, listen, it's an honor. I was thinking of it while I was coming back before, and imagine my father never came here. And I was still over there, starving like them. And I had someone in America that could host me for a couple of months. The man will be honored just to give me a place to sleep.
You see what he is? You're an angel. God will bless you. You get a blessing with this. You'll see.
Well, I'll settle for my own bed, I don't know.
Go, baby. Set the table. Bring everything in.
Well, we didn't tell about me yet.
Let him eat first, then we'll tell him. Go on.
Well, what's all that about? Where's she going?
No place. It's very good news, though, baby. I want you to be happy.
What's going on?
She's got a job.
Well, she's gonna finish school, right?
And you won't believe it.
No. You're gonna finish school. I mean, all of a sudden you decide to
No,
find...
listen a minute. It's wonderful.
No, it's not wonderful. I mean, why? What job? What kind of job? I mean, why didn't you ask me first? sure she's the best.
I'm the best student who says that if I want, I should take the job, and at the end of the year, he'll let me take the examination, and he'll give me the certificate. So I'll practically save a year.
Well, where's the job? What company?
It's a big plumbing company over Nostrand Avenue,
Northern Avenue where?
someplace by the Iulian.
It's 50 a week, Eddie.
50, I swear.
And what will happen with all the things that you wouldn't learn this year?
Well, there's nothing much to learn. I gotta just go to practice from now on. I mean, I know all the symbols and I know the keyboard. I'll just get faster, that's all. And when I'm working, I'll keep getting better and better, you see?
Work is the best practice anyway.
Yeah, but that's not what I had in mind.
Why? It's a great big company.
Well, over there and Northern Avenue?
Well, it's a block and a half from the subway, he says.
Well, near the Navy, many things can happen in a block and a half. And plumbing company. That's one step over the waterfront. They're practically longshoremen.
Yeah, but you'll be in the office though, Eddie.
I know she will be in the office, Lee. I don't like the neighborhood.
She's gotta go to work sometime.
Listen, Lee, I mean, sailors and plumbers walking down the street. Why did she go to school for?
Hey, it's 50 a week.
Listen, baby, did I ever ask you for money? I supported you all this time. I will support you a bit more. Just do me a favor, will you? I want you to get out and meet different kind of people. I want you to go in a big office, maybe a lawyer's office, in one of these big buildings in New York. You know, if you really want to get out, then get out. Don't go practically back to the same neighborhood.
Go, baby, bring the supper. Go on. Think about it a little bit, Eddie, please. She's crazy to stop work. It's not a little office, it's a big company. One day she could be a secretary. They picked her out of the whole class. What are you so worried about? She can take care of herself. She'll be out of the office and out of the subway and into the office in 2 minutes.
here has a big heart. You learn that from her. Believe me.
Be the way you are, maybe you'll listen to him.
What do you know? Huh? You lived in a house for your whole life. You never went to work.
So she likes people. What's wrong with that?
Because most people ain't people, baby. Plumbers, sailors. They will chew her in pieces if you don't watch out. Believe me, Kate. The less you trust, the less you'll be sorry.
What time is it?
What's the nine?
You said he's bringing them 10 o'clock?
Yeah, around.
Eddie, suppose somebody asks if they're living here. I mean, if they ask,
Listen to me. Because I see now we're getting a bit mixed up here.
no, I just mean people will see them going in and
Well,
out.
of course they will see them going in and out. As long as you don't see them going in and out. You know, that goes for you. You understand?
What do you mean? I understand.
Well, yeah, you understand. No, you don't understand. I mean, you still think you can talk about it a little bit, you know, to someone? Now, say it once and for all to both of you, because you're making me nervous here. I don't care if someone comes in the house and sees them sleeping on the floor. It doesn't come out from your mouth. Who are they or what are they doing here?
Yeah, but my mother will know.
Sure she will know, but don't be the one who tells her. You know, this is the American government I'm playing with. This is the Immigration Bureau. If you say it, you knew it. If you don't say it, you know nothing.
Yeah, but Eddie, suppose somebody...
I don't care. What's the question? I mean, they have stupids all over the neighborhood. They pay them every week for a piece of information. You never know who can be. I mean, it can be your best friend. Like Vicky Bolzano. Do you remember Vicky Bolzano?
Oh yeah. God forbid.
Come on, tell you about him. You think I'm just blowing steam here? Don't tell you about Vicky. You were a baby at the time. Her mother was living next to their family, and he was 16 years old.
He was no more than 14, because I was to his confirmation in St. Agnes. But the family had an uncle that they were hiding in the house, and he snitched to the immigration.
The kid snitched?
On his own uncle.
What, was he crazy?
Well, he was crazy also, was going to tell you that.
It was terrible. He had 5 brothers and the old father, and they grabbed him in the kitchen, and they pulled him down the stairs. 3 flights, his head was about to like a coconut. And they spit on him in the street. His own father and brothers. The whole neighborhood was crying.
So what happened to him?
I don't know. I never seen him again, did you?
Him? Well, you will never see him again. How is he going to show his face? To do a thing like that? Just don't forget, baby. You can get faster back $1 million that was stolen than a board that you gave away.
Okay, I won't say a word to nobody, I swear.
It's gonna rain again tomorrow. We'll be sleeping up and down on the decks. You better start making something. They're gonna be here in a minute. At any time.
I only got the fish. I hate to spoil it if they ate already. I'll wait. It'll only take a few minutes. I can boil it.
Eddie, what happens when that ship pulls out and they ain't on it though? Does the captain say nothing?
Well, nothing's made up. What do you mean?
Even the captain?
Well, don't the captain have to leave? You know, everybody will get a piece. A piece for the captain, a piece for the men who made the papers, a piece for Tony who will bring them here. Everybody.
I just hope they get work here, that's all I hope.
Oh, outside and help your aunt with the dishes.
Oh. I'll do the dishes, sweetie.
He was a good man, as he had to live a life that was hard and even. He worked on the piers when there was work, brought home his pay, and he lived. And around 10 o'clock at night, after they had eaten, the cousins came.
Thank you.
You are on your own now. Just be careful, that's all. That's the ground floor.
Thank you.
I'll see you on the pier tomorrow. We'll go to work.
This will be the first house I ever walked into in America. Imagine, she said they were poor.
You, Marco? Marco. Come on in.
Hey, get the bag.
Are you my cousin?
Beatrice. This is my husband, Eddie. Catherine, my sister Nancy's daughter.
My brother, Rodolpho. I want to tell you, whenever you say go, we go.
Oh, no.
I see you have a small house, but soon maybe we'll have our own.
Well, you're welcome. Kitty, give them supper.
Yeah, come here, sit down. I'll get you some soup.
We ate on the ship. Thank you. Thank you.
Get some coffee. We'll all have coffee. Here, come sit down.
How come he's so dark and you're so light, Rodolfo?
I don't know. 1,000 years ago, they say, the Danes invaded Sicily.
He's practically blonde.
How's the coffee doing?
I'm getting it.
So, you had a nice trip?
The ocean is always rough, but we are good sailors.
No trouble getting there, eh?
No, the man brought us here. Very nice man.
He says we start to work tomorrow, is he honest?
No, but as long as you owe the money, you will always have work. You work very often with the piers in Italy?
Piers? No.
In our town, there are no piers. Only the beach and little fishing boats.
So what kind of work did you do?
Whatever that is, anything.
Sometimes they fix a bridge or they build a house. Marco's a mason and I bring in the cement. In harvest time, we work in the fields. If there's work, anything.
Still bad there, eh?
Bad, yes.
It's terrible. We stand around the piazza all day, listening to the fountain like birds. We wait only for the train.
Why? What's on the train?
Nothing. But if we're lucky and there are many passengers, we make a plea to push the taxi up the hill.
How to push? A taxi?
It's a feature in our town. In our town, the horses are skinnier than goats. So if there are many passengers, we have to push the carriages up to the hotel. In our town, the horses are only for show.
Why don't they have automobile taxis?
There is one. We push that too. Everything in our town, we gotta push.
How do you like that?
You're planning to stay here or go back to your country?
Go back?
Well, you're American, ain't you?
Yes, I have 3 kids.
3? I thought only 1.
Nah, 3 kids. 4 years old, 5 years old, and 6 years old.
I bet they're crying for you already, eh?
What can I do? The older one, he's sick in his chest. My wife, she feeds them from her own mouth. I tell you the truth. If I stay there, they will never grow up. They eat the sunshine.
Good word. So how long do you want to stay?
With your permission, we'll stay maybe
Well, it doesn't mean in the house, but in the country.
4 or 5 years, I think.
He trusts his wife.
Yeah, well maybe you'll get enough if you ever go back there.
I hope. I don't know. I understand here is not good either.
Well, you'll be alright, guys. I mean, as long as you owe the money, you will always have work. It's after that that you will need to struggle like the rest of us.
But how much? How much can a man make? We work hard. We work all day, all night.
On average, a year, I don't know, that's difficult. Sometimes we lay off, there's no ship for 3-4 weeks.
3-4 weeks?
Well, I think it will be like 30-40
enough if I stay here.
As long as you want, we've got plenty of room.
My wife, I want to send her immediately, $20 if possible.
Well, you can send her something next week already.
Eduardo.
Don't think, I mean, it's not skin off me. So what's going on with the coffee?
I got it on. I'm married to Rodolpho. No.
Oh no.
I told you.
Well, I just thought maybe you got married recently.
I have no money to get married. I have a nice face, but no money.
He's a real fun. So you want to stay here too, okay?
Me, yes, right. Me? I want to be an American. And then when I'm rich, I'm gonna go back to Italy. And I will buy a motorcycle.
A motorcycle.
With a motorcycle in Italy, you will never starve anymore.
I'll get the coffee.
What are you gonna do with a motorcycle?
He dreams.
Messages. The rich people of the hotel always need someone who will carry a message, but quickly, with a great noise. With a blue motorcycle, I will station myself in the courtyard of the hotel, and very soon I will have messages.
When you have a wife, you have dreams.
And why can't you not walk? I mean, just or take the trolley or something.
No. The machine. The machine is necessary. A man walks into a great hotel and says, I am a messenger. Who is this man? He lives walking, no noise, nothing. Maybe he will never come back. Maybe he will never deliver the message. But a man who rides up on a great machine, this man is responsible. This man exists. He will be given messages. I'm also a singer though.
You mean a regular singer?
Oh yes. One night last year, Andreola got sick, a baritone. And I took his place in the garden of the hotel. 3 arias I sang without a mistake. 1,000 lire notes they threw from the table. Money was falling. It was like a storm in the treasury. It was magnificent. 6 months we lived off that night. Right, Marco?
2 months.
So why can't you get a job in that place?
Andreola got better. He's a baritone, very strong.
He sang too loud.
Why loud?
Too loud. The guests in the hotel, they're all Englishmen. They don't like it too loud.
Nobody ever said it was too loud.
I say it was too loud. I knew the moment he started singing. Too loud.
Then why did they throw so much money?
They paid for a girl. The Englishmen, they like it. But once is enough.
Jazz, Napolitan, bel canto. I sing paper doll. You like paper doll?
Sure, I'm crazy about paper doll. Go ahead and sing it.
When I come home at night, she will be waiting. She'll be the truest doll in all this world. I'd rather have a paper doll to call my own than have a fickle-minded real life girl.
Hey, kiddo, hey, wait a minute.
Leave him finish. It's beautiful.
What?
You're terrific, Rodolpho.
Kid, you don't want to get picked up, do you?
No.
I mean, because we never had any singers in this house, and now all of a sudden someone starts singing, and you know what I mean?
Yes. You'll be quiet, Rodolfo.
Marco, they have people in all over the neighborhood, you know that?
Yes, you'll be quiet. You'll be quiet.
What are the high heels for, Garbo?
Well, I figured for tonight.
Well, do me a favor, will you? Just go ahead. Take them off. All actresses want to become here, right?
In Italy too, all the girls.
Yeah.
Especially when they're so beautiful.
You like sugar, Rodolpho?
Sugar? I like sugar very much.
Carbone had never thought he had a destiny. A man works hard, raises a family, goes bowling, eats, gets old, and then he dies. Now, all of a sudden, as the weeks passed, there was a future. There was a trouble that would not go away.
It's after 8.
Well, it's a long show at the Paramount.
Well, they must have seen every picture in Brooklyn by now. He should stay home when he's not working. He should not go just advertising himself.
Well, that's his trouble. What do you care? If they pick him up, they pick him up, that's all. Now come in the house.
What happened to stenography lessons? I don't see her practicing no more.
She'll get back to it. She's excited, Eddie.
She tell you anything?
What's the matter with you? He's a nice kid. What do you want from him?
That's a nice kid. He gives me the heebie-jeebies.
What, are you jealous of something?
Of him? Boy, you don't think much of me.
I don't understand you. What's so terrible about him?
You mean it's alright with you? That he's gonna become her husband?
Why? He's a nice fella. Hard-working. He's a good-looking fella.
Well, he sings on ships. Did you know that?
What do you mean he sings?
Well, that's what I said. He sings. Right on the deck, all of a sudden, he opens his mouth and a whole song comes out with motions. You know how they're calling him? Pepper doll they're calling him. Canary. He's like a weird. He goes on the piers, 1, 2, 3. It's a regular free show.
Well, he's a kid. He don't know how to behave himself.
And with that wacky hair, he's like a chorus girl or something.
So he's blonde, so...
Well, I just hope it's his regular hair, that's all I hope.
Are you crazy or something?
What's so crazy about? I just don't like his whole way.
Listen, you never seen a blonde guy in your life? What about Whitey Balls?
Oh, sure, but Whitey Balsa don't do like that. Don't sing in ship.
Maybe that's the way they do in Italy.
Well, why don't his brother sing? I mean, Marco goes around like a real man. Nobody gets Marco. I'm telling you, I'm just surprised that I have to tell you all this.
Listen, you ain't gonna start nothing here.
I ain't gonna start nothing here, but I ain't gonna stand around looking at that. For that character, I didn't bring her up. I swear, I'm just surprised at you. I mean, I'm telling you all these things, and you're just here, you know, and I'm waiting for you to wake up. But everything is great with you.
No, everything ain't great with me.
No?
No, but I got other worries.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want me to tell you?
Well, why? What worries you got?
When am I gonna be a wife again, Eddie?
I ain't been feeling good, alright? Been bothering me since they came.
It's been 3 months, you don't feel good. They've only been here a couple of weeks. It's 3 months, Eddie.
I don't know, B. I just don't want to talk about it.
What's the matter? You don't like me anymore?
What comment is that? I don't like you.
Well, tell me, am I doing something wrong?
I
Talk to me.
I can't. I can't talk about it.
Well, tell me what.
Just leave me alone, will you? Just lay off me. I mean, I'm worried about her.
The girl's gonna be 17, you're gonna be 18 years old. It's time already.
B, he's taking her for a ride.
All right, that's her ride. What are you gonna do? Stand over her till she's 40? I want you to cut it out now, you hear me, Eddie? I don't like it. Now come in the house.
I'll go for a walk. I'll be in right away.
But they ain't gonna come any quicker if you stand out in the street waiting. It ain't nice, Eddie.
I'll be in right away. Just go ahead.
Hey, Eddie.
Hi, Eddie.
Wanna go bowling
Us?
tonight?
Bowling? No, I'm going to sleep. I'm tired. Eddie.
How's your 2 submarines?
Oh, they're alright.
Oh, I see. Getting all the work all the time.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what we gotta do. We gotta leave the country, then come in under the water, then we get work.
Oh, I'm kidding.
Well, what the hell, you know?
Well, sure.
Eddie, believe me, there's a lot of credit coming onto you.
Well, I mean, they don't cost me nothing, you know, they don't bother me.
The other one boy, he's a regular bull. I seen that last week, leaving some coffee bags over the Maxon line. They leave him alone and he would allow the whole ship by himself. It was incredible.
Well,
Yeah.
he's a strong guy, this is the big one, you know, he's a regular giant like his father.
Well, you can see he's a regular slave.
The blonde one, though, he's got a sense of humor.
Well, yeah, he's funny.
Well, he ain't exactly funny, but he's always like making remarks, like, you know? He comes around and everybody started laughing.
Yeah, he's got a sense of humor.
Yeah, he's got a sense of humor. I worked with him last week, I suppose, and I'm telling you that everybody was so hysterical.
Why? What did he do?
I don't know, it was just humorous. You said to me that you can never remember what he said, but it's the way he says it. You can take a look at him, and you start laughing immediately.
Well, he has a sense of humor.
Okay.
Well, we'll see you, Eddie.
If you want to come on later, we see the first time, okay?
Yeah,
Bye.
We'll see ya.
Bye. Oh, hey.
What a picture we saw. Did we laugh?
Where did you go?
Paramount. That's what those two
Brooklyn
guys.
Paramount?
Sure, the Brooklyn Paramount. I told you we wasn't going to New
Alright,
York.
alright, I just asked you. I just don't want her hanging around Times Square. It's full of tramps there.
I would like to go to Broadway once, Eddie. I would like to walk with her where the theaters are and the opera. Since I'm a boy, I've seen pictures of those lights.
He's crazy for New York.
Listen, I gotta tell her something, so please, if you go inside.
Eddie, why can't we go to Broadway once? Maybe you can come too. I really want to see those lights. I'll take a walk by the river before I go.
Why don't you talk to him, Peter? He blesses you and you don't talk to him hardly.
I bless you, Katie, and you don't talk to me.
I don't talk to you? What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. I come home, you're always running around someplace.
Well, he wants to see everything, that's all, so we go. Are you mad at me?
No, Katie, I'm not mad at you. I was used to come home and you were always there. Now I turn around, you're a big girl. I don't even know how to talk to you.
Why?
But I don't know, you keep running. I don't even know if you're listening to me.
Are you sure I am? What's the matter? You don't like him?
You like him?
Yeah, I like him.
You like him?
Yeah. And what do you got against him? I don't understand. He only blesses you.
He don't bless me, Katie.
He does. You're like a father to me.
Katie!
What, Eddie?
So are you gonna marry him?
Well, I don't know. We've just been going around, that's all, so... What do you got against him, Eddie?
He don't respect you, Katie.
Why?
Well, Katie, if you wasn't an orphan, wouldn't he ask the permission of your father before he started dragging you around like that?
Well, he didn't think you'd mind.
Well, he knows that I mind. But it don't bother him if I mind. Can't you see that?
Eddie, he's got all kinds of respect for me, and for you too. I mean, we walk across the street, he takes my arm, he almost bows to me, Eddie. You got it all wrong, Eddie. I mean,
He bows only to his passport, Katie.
His passport?
That's right. He's married you and he has the right to become an American citizen. That's what's going on there. You know, he's looking only for his rape. That's all he's looking for. Do you understand that?
No, Eddie, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Katie, you who make me cry here. Is that a working man? What does he do with his first money? Clothes he buys, jackets, records. Why his brother's kids are starving over there with tuberculosis? This is a hit-and-run guy, baby. Bright lights he has in his head. Broadway. These guys don't think of nobody else but themselves. You marry him one day, the next day you see him, it will be for divorce.
But Eddie never said a word about his papers.
Oh, was he supposed to tell you all that?
Well, I don't think he's even thinking about it.
Well, what's better to think about? You know, he can be picked up any day and he will be back to Italy picking up taxes.
I don't believe it.
Katie, you're breaking my heart here.
Eddie, I don't want you to hear it.
Katie, just listen
He
before.
loves me.
Don't say that, for Christ's sake. This is the oldest racket in the country.
Eddie, I don't believe it.
Katie, they've been pulling this since the immigration law was put in. They just find a Greek kid that don't know nothing.
Eddie, I don't believe it, and I wish to hell you'd stop it.
Katie! Why don't you straighten her out?
When are you gonna leave her alone?
What? Be the guy's no good.
You're gonna leave her alone or you're gonna drive me crazy? Listen, what are you gonna do with yourself? Don't tell me you don't know you're not a baby anymore. What are you gonna do with yourself?
Well, he won't listen to me, Pete.
I don't understand this. He's not your father, Catherine. I don't understand what's going on here.
Well, what am I going to do? Just kick him in the face with it?
Look, honey, do you want to get married or don't you want to get married? What are you so worried about, baby?
I don't know, Pete. It just seems wrong if he's against it so much.
Honey, come sit down. I want to tell you something. Here, sit down. Was there ever any fella you liked for you? There wasn't, was there?
But he says Rodolpho's just after his papers.
Look, he'll say anything. What does he care what he says? If a prince came here, it'd be no different. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I guess.
So what does that mean?
It's not.
It means you gotta be your own self more. You still think you're a little girl, honey, but you gotta understand that you can't.
He just won't listen to me, Pete. He tells me things.
Honey, you gotta give him to understand that he can't give you orders no more.
Yeah, but how am I going to do that? He thinks I'm a baby.
Because you think you're a baby. I've told you 50 times already. You can't act the way you act. You still walk around in front of him in your slip.
Well, I forgot.
Well, you can't do it. Or the way you sit on the edge of the bathtub talking to him while he's shaving in his underwear.
When did I do that?
I seen you in there this morning.
Oh, well, I wanted to tell him something.
Look, honey, you acting like a baby, then he's treating you like a baby. Like when you come home sometimes and you throw yourself at him. Like when you're 12 years old.
Well, I like to see him and I'm happy.
Honey, look, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but
No, you can tell me, Pete. Gee, I'm all mixed up, see. He looks so sad now and it hurts me.
honey, it's gonna hurt so much. You're gonna end up an old maid.
No.
I'm telling you. I'm not making a joke. I tried to tell you a couple times over the last year or so. That's why I was so happy you were gonna go out and get work. You wouldn't be here so much. Be a little bit more independent. I mean, it's wonderful for a whole family to love each other. But you're a grown woman and you're living in the same house as a grown man. So you act differently now.
Yeah, well, I'll remember.
Because it ain't gonna be up to him, Katie. I told him the same thing already.
What?
That he should let you go. But if only I tell him, maybe he just thinks I'm bowling him out. Or maybe I'm jealous or something.
But he said he was jealous?
No, I'm just saying maybe that's what he thinks. You think I'm jealous of you, honey?
Well, no, it's the first I thought of it.
Well, you should have thought of it before. But I'm not. the time came for you to say goodbye, all right?
All right. If I can.
You gotta.
Okay.
It was in these days when he first came to me. I had represented his father in an accident case a few years before, and I was acquainted with the family in a casual way. I remember him now as he walked through my door. His eyes were like Thanos. My first thought was that he had committed a crime. But soon I noticed a passion had moved into his body, like a stranger. I don't understand what I can do for you. Is there any question of law somewhere?
Well, that's what I would like to ask you.
Because there is nothing illegal about a girl falling in love with an immigrant.
Yeah, but what if the only reason for that is to get his papers?
First of all, you don't know that.
I see it in his eyes, Mr. Alfieri. He's laughing at her and he's laughing at me.
Eddie, I'm a lawyer. I can only deal in what is provable. You understand that, don't you? Can you prove it?
I know what's in his mind, Mr. Alfieri.
Even if you could prove it.
Just listen. Listen for a minute. I mean, my father always said that you were a smart man. So just give me a minute.
I'm only a lawyer.
Just listen. Listen. I'm talking about the law here, right? So just let me bring out what I mean. A man who comes into the country illegally, right? Don't it stand to reason that he's gonna save up every penny and put it in the shop? Because you don't know what's gonna happen from one day to the other, right?
All right.
Well, he's spending. Clothes he buys, records, shoes. The guy ain't worried. The guy's here. So apparently he has everything settled in his mind that he's staying. You know what I mean?
What about it?
All right. I'm talking to you confidentially, right?
Certainly.
Whatever I say stays here. Don't go nowhere. Because I don't like saying these things for nobody. I haven't said that to my wife.
What is it?
The guy ain't right.
I don't know what you mean.
The guy ain't right, Mr. Alfieri.
I don't get you.
Did you ever get a look at him?
Not that I know what.
Well, he's a blonde guy. You know, like platinum. You know what I mean?
No.
I mean, if you close the paper fast, you could blow him over.
Yes, that's
Well,
not...
just listen. Listen for a minute. I mean, he sings too. I mean, that's not bad, of course, but sometimes he gets that note, you know, I turn my head, like, you know, such a high note. You know what I mean?
That's a tenor.
Well, I know what's a tenor, Mr. Alfieri. That's not a tenor. I mean, if you were in my house one day and you would hear him singing, you wouldn't be looking for him, but for her.
No, that's
You
not...
wouldn't- Just listen for a minute. I mean, I'm bringing outside all my arguments, you know. Some nights ago, my niece comes with a dress that it's too short for her, right? What does he do? He takes the dress, he puts it on the table, he cuts it out, 1, 2, 3, he makes a new dress. I mean, he was so sweet there. I mean, you wanted to kiss him. He was so sweet.
Now look at me.
But no, just listen. I mean, listen for a minute. I mean, they're making fun of him on the piers. I'm ashamed. Like, Pepper Dog they're calling him. Blondie now. I mean, his brother thinks it's because of his great sense of humor, which it might be true, but that's not the reason they're laughing at him. And of course, they would not say that in front of my eyes, because they know that they will have to deal with me. He's my relative. But I know what they're laughing at. And having in mind that this guy is laying off your hands on her, I mean, I struggle for this girl, Mr. Alfieri. I mean, and now I have him in my house.
I have my own children. I understand you, but the law is very specific.
Well, you mean to tell me that the guy who ain't right can go and
There
get...
is no recourse in the law, Eddie.
Yeah, but if the guy ain't right,
There
he
is
cannot...
nothing you can do, Eddie, believe me.
Nothing.
Nothing at all. There's only one legal question here. The manner in which they enter the country. But I don't think you want to do anything about that, do you?
Oh, you mean...
They entered illegally.
No, Jesus Christ, no, I wouldn't do that.
Now let me talk, huh?
Well, Mr. Alfieri, you mean to tell me, I cannot believe what you're telling me here. You mean to tell me that there's no law?
I want you to listen to me. You know, sometimes God mixes up people. We all love somebody. Wife, kids. Everyone's got somebody that he loves. But sometimes there is too much. You know, there is too much and it goes very messy. A man works hard, brings up a child, sometimes it's a niece, sometimes even a daughter. And he never realizes it. But through the years, there is too much love for the daughter. There is too much love for the niece. You understand what I'm saying to you?
What do you mean? I shouldn't look out for her good?
Yes, but these things have to come to an end, Eddie. That's it. The child has to grow up and go away. And the man has to learn to forget. Because in what other possible way can it end? Let her go. That's my advice. You did your job, now it's her luck. Wish her luck and let her go. Because there is no law, Eddie. Make up your mind to it. The law is not interested in this.
You meant to tell me that even if he's a punk...
There is nothing you can do.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
What are you going to do?
What can I do? Huh? I'm a patsy. What can a patsy do? I worked 20 years so a punk could have her. That's what I done. I mean, in the worst days, Mr. Alfieri, in the worst days, when there was no ship coming in the harbor, I didn't just walk around looking for relief. I hustled. When there were empty piers in Brooklyn, I went to Hoboken, Eastern Island, New Jersey, because I made a promise. I took out from my wife's mouth, I took out from my own mouth, just for her. I walked hungry in the city for days. Now what? I'm gonna sit at my house and look at this goddamn son of a bitch laying his goddamn hands on her like a goddamn thief.
And she's a woman.
Well, he's stealing from me.
She wants to get married. She can't marry you, can she?
Marry me? What kind of remark is that?
I only gave you my advice, Sandy. That's it.
It's just breaking my heart, you know.
I understand. Put it out of your mind. Can you do that?
I'll see you around.
There are times when you want to spread an alarm, but nothing has happened. I knew that. I knew then and there I could have finished the whole story that afternoon. It wasn't as though there was a mystery to unravel. I could see every step coming, step after step, like a dark figure walking down a hall towards a certain door. I knew where he was heading for, I knew where he was going to end. And I sat here many afternoons asking myself why, being an intelligent man, I was so powerless to stop it. I even went to a certain old lady in the neighborhood, a very wise old woman, and I told her, and she only nodded and said, "Pray for him." And so I waited here.
but... Well, it's true, Eddie.
Oh, I didn't say nothing.
And I was never even in Staten Island.
Well, you didn't miss nothing. So, Marco, how long did it take you to go to Africa?
2 days. We go all over.
Once we went to Yugoslavia,
And they pay all good on the boat?
If they catch fish, they pay all right.
their families also, and nobody in our family owns one. So we only work when one of the families is sick.
You know what I don't understand, Marco? There's an ocean full of fish, but you're all starving.
Well, you need to have boats, nets, you need money for that.
Yeah, but can't they like fish off the beach? You see them down at Coney Island.
Sardines.
Sure. How are they gonna catch the sardines on a hook?
Huh. I don't know they're sardines. They're sardines.
Yeah, they follow them all over the ocean. Africa, Yugoslavia.
It's kind of funny, isn't it? You never really think of it, that sardines are swimming in the ocean.
I know, it's like oranges and lemons on a tree. Eddie, I mean, you ever think of oranges and lemons on a tree?
I know, it's funny. I mean, I heard that sometimes they paint oranges to actually make them look orange.
Pay?
Well, yeah, I mean, they grow green sometimes.
Nah, in Italy, oranges are orange.
The lemons are green.
Well, I know for Christ's sake that the lemons are green. I mean, you see them green in the store sometimes. Oranges, I said they paint. Didn't say anything about lemons.
So, Marco, your wife is getting the money all right?
Yes, she bought medicine for the boy.
Ah, that's wonderful. You feel better.
Yes, but I'm lonesome.
Oh. I just hope that you aren't going to be like some around here. Some men have been here 25 years and they didn't even get enough money to get together to go back twice.
I know back home, that families were children. They never saw the father together. But I'm going back. 3-4 years, I think.
Well, maybe you should keep them all here. Because maybe she thinks it comes so easy you'll never get ahead of yourself.
She says, I sent her everything. My wife is very lonesome too.
She must be nice. She pretty? I bet it.
No, but she understands.
He's got a clever wife.
I bet there are plenty of surprises when those guys go back there.
Surprises?
Yeah, you know, you always leave some kids and then you go back and you count a few extra.
No. Most women wait. Most very few surprises.
Alright.
It's more strict in our town. It's not so free.
Well, Rodolpho, it ain't so free here either, as you think. I mean, I've seen some green homes getting in trouble because of that. They think just because a girl don't go around wearing a shawl over her head that she ain't strict, you know? A girl don't have to wear a black dress to be strict.
I always have respect for her, Eddie.
Well, I know, but in your town you wouldn't just drag off a girl without permission.
You didn't exactly drag her off though, Eddie.
I know, Lee, but, you know, I've seen some of them getting their own ideas sometimes. I mean, it might be a bit different here, but it's just as strict.
I always have respect for her, Eddie. I do anything wrong.
Well, look here. I'm not your father. I'm just your uncle.
Well, then be an uncle then. I mean,
No, Beatrice. If he does wrong, you have to tell him. What does he do wrong?
Well, look, Mark, I mean, before he comes here, she was never out on the streets until 12 midnight.
Come home early now.
well, you said the movie ended late, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, tell him, honey, the movie ended late.
I know, Lee. I'm just saying, he thinks that she was always like that.
Come home early now, Rodolfo.
All right, sure. But I can't stay in the house all day, Eddie.
Look here, I'm not talking only about her. You know, the more you run out like that, the more chances you get. I mean, imagine if he gets hit by a car. Huh? Who is he? Where are his papers?
Yeah, well, who is he in the daytime, though? It's the same chance in the daytime.
I know, B, but he doesn't have to go looking for it. I mean, if he's here to walk, then he should walk. I mean, if he's here to have fun, then he can fool around, of course. But as I understood, Marco, you both came here to make a living for your family. You understand?
Beg your pardon?
Well, that's what I understood in the first place.
Yes, that's why we came.
That's what I'm asking.
Go ahead. Dance.
Come on, they got a beautiful carpet, these guys. Come.
What's that? A new record?
Oh, it's the same one. We bought it the other day.
They only bought 3 records. Must be nice. Go all over that fishing boat. I like that myself. See all the other time?
Yeah.
But the women don't go along.
No, not on the boat. Very hard work.
What do you got? A regular fishing boat?
Yes, we're very good on the boat. Especially when Rodolpho comes around. Everybody gets bad.
He cooks?
Sure, very good. Rice, fish, pasta, everything.
He cooks too. He sings, he cooks.
Well, it's good. He can always make a living.
He sings, he cooks, he makes dresses.
Well, they get some high pay, them guys. All the head chefs and all the big hotels are men. You read about them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I just mean,
Believe me, he's like it. That's why the waterfront is not for him. I mean, look at me. I can't cook, I can't sing, I can't make no dresses. That's why I'm on the waterfront. But if I could cook, if I could sing, if I could make dresses, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be just somewhere else, like in a dress store or something. What do you say, Marco, we go to the bars next Saturday night? You have a cinephile?
Only the moving pictures.
Well, I'll treat you. What do you say, Danish? You wanna come? I'll buy the tickets.
Sure. I would like to go.
I'll make some coffee, alright?
Great, make it nice and strong. Get ready to see some real fights there. You ever done boxing?
No, I never.
I bet you you've done some.
No.
Well, come here, I'll teach you.
What's going on?
Well, you never know. I mean, someone's liable to step on his foot. Come on, I'll teach you some passes.
Go ahead, Rodolpho. He's a good boxer. He can teach you.
Right. I don't know how to do it.
Well, it's not difficult. You just lift your hands and always the left higher because you lead with the left, you know, left, like that. So when I come, the thing that you need to do is just to block me. Very good. Now, come into me. Come on.
I don't want to beat you, Eddie.
Oh, come on. Don't pity me. Come on. Go. Go. Come on, man. Hunter. Right. For the jaw. Go for the jaw. For the jaws, I told you. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right. All right. Very good.
He's very good.
Well, sure he's good. Sure he's good. Now get ready. I will come and you will be ready to block me, okay? Like that. Good.
And what are they doing?
He's teaching him. He's very good.
Well, sure he's good. Are you ready, boy? Here I come, Danish.
Eddie!
What? Did I hurt you, boy? Huh?
You didn't hurt me. I was just surprised.
That's enough, Eddie. He did pretty good, though.
Well, sure he's good. I'll teach you some more, Marco.
That's got to be done.
sure I can. Geez, harder than I thought. It's because it's on this angle, right?
Yeah.
On the 23rd of that December, a case of Scotch whiskey slipped from a net while being unloaded, as a case of Scotch whiskey is inclined to do on the 23rd of December of year 41. It was cold, but there was no snow. His wife had gone shopping. Marco was still at work. The boy had not been hired that day. Catherine told me later. It was the first time they were alone together in the house.
Not for anything to eat. I have nearly $300, Catherine. Catherine,
I heard you.
you don't like to talk about it anymore?
Sure, I don't mind talking about it.
What worries you, Catherine?
Well, I've been wanting to ask about something. Could I?
All the answers are in my eyes, Catherine. Look at my eyes lately. You're full of secrets. What's your
Well, suppose I wanted to live in Italy.
You're gonna marry somebody rich?
No, I mean live there. You and me.
When?
But when we get married.
You want to be an Italian?
No, but I could live there without being Italian. Americans live there.
Forever.
Yeah.
You're fooling.
Well, I mean it, Rodolfo.
Where do you get such an idea?
Well, you're always saying it's so beautiful there with all the mountains and the ocean
You're
and all.
fooling me.
I mean it.
Catherine, it's a country home with no money, no business, nothing. They would call the priest and the doctor and they would say Rodolfo is crazy.
I know, but I just think we would be happier there.
Happier? What would you eat? You can't cook the view.
Well, maybe you could be a singer, like in Rome, or...
Rome is full of singers.
Well, I could work then.
Where?
Well, there must be jobs somewhere.
There's nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Now, tell me what you're talking about. How can I bring you from a rich country to suffer in a poor country? What are you talking about? I would be a criminal stealing your face. In 2 years' time, you would have an old, hungry face. When my brother's babies cry, they give them water. Water that boils the bone. Don't you believe that?
Well, I'm afraid of Eddie here.
We wouldn't
to go and live in Italy? I mean, just if it turned out that way.
Is this your question or his question?
I want to know, Rodolpho, I mean it.
To go there with nothing?
Yeah.
No. No.
So you wouldn't?
No. I will not marry you to live in Italy. I want you to be my wife, and I want to be an American. Tell him that, or I will. Yes. And tell him also, and tell yourself too, that I am not a beggar, and you're not, of course, a favor for some poor
But
immigrant.
don't get mad.
I'm furious. You think I'm so desperate? My brother is desperate, not me. You think I would carry my back for the rest of my life? A woman I didn't love just to be an American? Is it so wonderful here? You think I've built tall buildings in Italy, no electric lights, no automobiles, no flags? Only work we don't have. I want to be an American so I can work. That's the only wonder here. Work. How can you stop me, Catherine?
Well, I didn't mean that.
My eyes die to look at you. Why are you so afraid of him?
I don't know, Rodolpho.
Do you trust me, Catherine? You?
It's only that he was good to me, Rodolpho. You don't know him. He was always the sweetest guy to me. Good, he harasses me all the time, but he don't mean it, I know. I would just feel ashamed if I would make him sad, because I always dreamt that when I got married, he would be happy at the wedding and laughing, and now he's just mad all the time and nasty. Tell him you'd live in Italy. Just tell him maybe he would start to trust you a little, see? Because I want him to be happy. I mean, I like him, Rodolpho. And I can't stand it.
Little girl.
I love you, Rodolpho.
Why are you so afraid? That he'll spank you?
Don't laugh at me. I've been here all my life. Every day I saw him when he left in the morning and when he came back home at night. You think it's so easy to turn around and say to a man that he's nothing to you no more?
I know, but...
No, you don't know. Nobody knows. I'm not a baby. I know a lot more than people think I know. Beatrice says to be a woman, but
Yeah.
why don't she be a woman? If I was a wife, I would make a man happy instead of going at him all the time. I can tell a block away when he's blue in his mind and just wants to talk to somebody quiet and nice. I know when he's hungry or wants a beer before he even says anything. I know when his feet hurt him. I know him, Rodolpho. And now I'm supposed to turn around and make a stranger out of him. I don't know. I have to do that.
Catherine. If I take a little bird in my hands, and she grows and wishes to fly, but I will not let her out of my hands, because I love her so much, is that right for me to do? I'm not saying you must hate him, but anyways, you must go, mustn't you?
Hold me.
Oh, my little girl.
Teach me, Rodolpho. I don't know anything. Hold me.
Come. There's nobody here. Don't cry.
making you a new dress?
No, I'm making a blouse.
Beatrice went to buy some presents for her mother.
Pack your stuff. Get your stuff and get out of here! Where are you going?
Eddie, I think I have to get out of here.
He's the one who's going. You're going
No, I
nowhere!
have to get out of here, Eddie. I can't stay here no more. I'm sorry, Eddie. Well, don't cry. I'll be around in the neighborhood. I'll see you.
You're going nowhere.
Eddie, I'm not going to be a baby anymore. You?
Hey, stop that! Stop that! Stop that! I have respect for her!
You want something?
Yes! I want my wife. She'll be my wife. That's what I want.
She's gonna be your wife. And what are you gonna be?
I'll show you what I
Wait
mean.
outside. Don't argue with him.
Come on. Show me.
Hey! Let go! You hear me?
You see what he is? I give you until tomorrow morning, man. You live alone. You know you're alone.
Eddie, I'm going with you.
Not with that. Don't make me do something stupid, Katie. By every law, they can throw you back to the sea. But I have pity for you. You leave the house. Alone. You heard me? Alone!
On the 27th of December, I saw him next. I normally go home well before 6, but that night I sat around looking out my window at the bay, and when I saw him walking through my doorway, I knew why I had waited. And if I seem to tell this like a dream, it was that way. Several moments arrived in the course of the 2 talks we had, when it occurred to me how almost transfixed I had come to feel. I had lost my strength somewhere. I looked into his eyes more than I listened. In fact, I can hardly remember the conversation, but I will never forget how dark the room became when he looked at me. His eyes were like tunnels. I kept wanting to call the police, but nothing had happened. Nothing at all had really happened. So, in other words, he won't go away.
My wife is talking about renting a room upstairs. There's an old lady that has an available room.
What does Marco say?
He just sits there. Marco don't say much.
I guess they didn't tell him, huh? What happened?
I don't know. Marco don't say much.
What does your wife say?
Well, nobody in the house says much. So what about that?
But you didn't prove anything about it. It sounds like he just wasn't strong enough to break your grip.
I'm telling you, Mr. Alfieri, the guy ain't right. A guy who don't like it is easily breaking. This guy didn't verify. Even a tiny mouse, if you put it in your hand, it will give you back a proper file. He did nothing. I'm telling you, he's not right.
What did you do that for, Andy?
To show her what he is, so she can see once and for all. I mean, her mother will turn over in her grave. So what do I do now?
She's actually saying she's marrying him.
Yes. So what do I do?
This is my final word, Andy. Take it or not, that's your business. Morally and legally, you have no rights. You cannot stop it. She is a free agent.
Didn't you hear what I said?
I heard what you told me, and I'm telling you what the answer is. I'm not just telling you now, I'm warning you. The law is nature. The law is a word for what has a right to happen. When the law is wrong, it's because it's unnatural. But in this case, it is natural, and the river will drown you if you back it now. Let her go, and bless her. Somebody had to come for her, Andy, sooner or later. You won't have a friend in the world. Even those who understand will turn their back against you. Even those who feel the same way will despise you. Put it out of your mind. Eddie!
Immigration bureau, please. Yes. I would like to report something. Illegal immigrants. 2 of them. Yes. 441 Saxon Street, Brooklyn. That's right. I'm just from the neighborhood. That's all. Thank you.
Want to go bowling tonight?
No, I have to do something. Thank you. Where is everybody? I said, where is everybody?
I decided to move them upstairs. Witnesses down there.
So they all moved up there.
Yeah.
Where's Catherine? She up there?
Only to bring pillowcases.
She ain't moving in with them.
Look, I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of it!
All right, take it easy.
I don't want to hear no more about it, you understand? Nothing!
What are you blowing off about? Who brought them in here?
Alright, I'm sorry. I wish I'd dropped dead before I told them to come. In the ground, I wish I was.
Don't drop dead. Just don't forget who brought them in here. I mean, I have some rights here too. This is my house.
Well, what do you want from me? I moved them out. What more do you want?
I want my respect.
So I moved them out. What do you want now? You've got your house now. You've got your respect.
I don't like the way you're talking to me.
I'm just telling you, I've done what you want.
I don't like it. The way you're talking to me and the way you're looking at me. I mean, I have some rights here. She's my business, this is my house, and I'm responsible for her.
So that's why you done that to him?
I done what to him?
What have you done to him in front of her? You know what I'm talking about. She goes around shaking all the time. She can't sleep. Is that what you call responsible for her?
B, the guy ain't right. Did you hear what I said?
Listen, I'm finished with it, that's all.
I'm gonna have it out with you one of these days, B.
Nothing to have out with me. Now we're gonna be just like it never happened, that's all.
I want my respect, B. And you know what I'm talking about.
What?
What I feel like doing in bed and what I don't feel like doing.
When did I say anything about it?
You keep saying I am not deaf. I want no more conversations about it. That's all.
Okay.
You used to be so different, Beatrice. You used to have a whole different way.
I'm no different.
You didn't used to judge me for everything. The last year or two I've come in the house, I don't know what's gonna hit me. It's like a shooting gallery in here, and I'm the pigeon.
Okay.
Don't tell me
because you kept her a baby. You wouldn't let her go out. I told you 100 times.
All right. Let her go out.
It's too late now. She don't want to go out now.
Well, suppose we tell her to go out. She can meet
They're getting married next week, Eddie.
She told you that?
If you want my advice, go with her and tell her good luck. I think maybe now that you had it out, you learned better.
What's the hurry next week?
Well, she's worried about him getting picked up. This way he can start to be a citizen. She loves him, Eddie. Why don't you give her a good word? Because I know she'd like you to be a friend, you know, like if you said you'd go to the wedding.
She asked you that?
Well, I know that she'd like it. I mean, I'd like to have some kind of party here for her. I mean, there should be some kind of send-off. She'll have enough trouble in her life. Let's start it off happy. What do you say? Because in her heart she still loves you, Eddie. I know it. What are you crying? Go tell her you're sorry. Look, she's coming down now. Go shake hands with her.
I can't talk to her.
Eddie, for goodness sake, a wedding should be happy.
I'll go for a walk. I will just be able.
No, wait. Katie, what? Ask him, Katie. Come on, she wants to ask you, come on.
I'll be just right.
No, she wants to ask you, come on, we'll have a party. What are we gonna do, hate each other? Come on.
Well, I'm gonna get married, Eddie. So if you want to come, the wedding will be on Saturday.
Okay. I just wanted the best for you, Katie. I hope you know that.
Okay.
Catherine. I was just talking here with Beatrice and maybe I kept you too much in the house, you know. But now you found a job, you will go out, you will meet different people, you will see things differently, you will meet other fellas, and of course you can always, go back to him. I mean, you're just young, you know, but you will be surprised how differently you can see the things. But it doesn't have to be him.
No, we made it up already.
Katie, just wait a minute.
No, I made up my mind, Eddie.
Katie, you haven't met any other fella. How could you make up your mind?
Because I did. I don't want nobody else.
What if he gets picked up?
Well, that's why we're going to do it right away. As soon as we finish the wedding, he's going right over and start to be a citizen. I'm sorry, Eddie. I just made up my mind. Could I take 2 more pillowcases for the other guy?
Sure, only don't let her forget where they came from.
She's got all other ball players out there?
Yeah, 2 guys just came over.
What did you mean someone else's family. I mean, Lipari's family, if they get picked up, they will blame Jill, me, everybody. We don't want to have his family on our head. They have them, just get them out of here.
How am I supposed to find
Will you stop arguing with me and just do something for once? I mean, you're going to be like I'm trying to fool you or something. What's the matter with you? You think I have no feelings? That I never thought anything about you? I never thought anything bad for you, nothing. And I look at you kind of talking to me. Go up the fire escape. Get them out over the back fence. Go!
Immigration! Open up!
What are you looking at? Go!
Open up in there!
Who's that?
Immigration!
All right, take it easy. What's wrong?
Where are they?
Where's who?
Come on, come on! Where are they?
Where's who? We got nobody here.
What's the matter with you? This is apartment 41, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
What's here?
What's the matter with you?
Oh, Eddie,
What are you? Accusing me?
what have you done?
What is one from them? They work, that's all. They work upstairs. They work on the piers.
Mister, who the hell? What do you want from them?
I mean, the submarines, he was flying those
Step aside, lady.
Well, what do you mean? You can't just come in our house and...
All right, Philadelphia? What street were you fellas born in Philadelphia?
What do you mean, what street? Could you tell me what street you were born?
Sure, 4 blocks away. 111 Union Street.
No,
Let's go, fellas.
Get out of here!
Listen, girl. These guys are all right. They'll be out again by tomorrow. They're legal. They're going back where they came from. You can get yourself a lawyer if you want. You should be wasting your money. Come on.
Mister, who they hurting? What do you want from them? They're starving over there.
Hey!
Marco!
Oh, you mothers! I'll tell you about this, you son of a bitch!
That one! I choose that one!
Come on!
That one killed my children! He stole the food for my children!
Lipari, I have them in my house like brothers for 6 months. I gave them my blankets. I gave them my food. Please, I have them like my brothers. Louis, you know that, right? You know me years. I would never do... He's gonna take that back, or I will kill him. You hear me? I will kill him! I will kill him!
I'm waiting, Marco. What do you say?
Marco never hurt anybody.
I can bail you out until your hearing comes up. But I'm not going to do it. You understand it? Unless I have your promise. You're an honorable man. I will believe your promise. Now, what do you say to me?
In my country, you'll be dead now. You won't live so long.
All right, Rodolpho, you come with me
No,
now.
please, Marco. Promise the man. I want you to be at the wedding. How can I be married and you're already here?
You're not gonna hurt anybody, you know you're not.
Marco, don't you understand? You can't bail you out if you're going to do something bad. And to hell with Eddie. Nobody's going to talk to him again if he lives to 100. And everybody knows you spit in his face. That's enough, isn't it? Give me the satisfaction, Marco. I want you at the wedding. And you got wife and kids, Marco. You could be working till the hearing comes up and instead of laying around here.
I have no chance.
Now, Marco, you're going back. The hearing is a formality, that's all.
But hey, there is a chance, huh?
If she marries him, then he can start to become an American. They permit that if the wife was born here.
Well, we did something.
Marco, tell the man.
What will I tell the man? He knows such promise is dishonorable.
Promise not to kill is not dishonorable.
No.
No,
Then what is to be done with such a man?
nothing. If he obeys the law, he lives. That's all.
No. All the law is not written in the book.
Yes, in
country.
Well, what is your answer? You have 5 or 6 weeks you could work, or else you just sit here. What do you say to me?
All right.
You won't touch him. That is your promise.
Maybe he wants to work.
This is not God, Marco. Only God makes justice.
All right.
Good. Rodolpho, Catherine, Marco. Let us go.
I'll get Beatrice and I'll meet you at the church.
Only God, Marco.
I'll be back in about an hour, right?
What? Have I been talking to myself?
For goodness sake, baby, it's her wedding.
Didn't you hear what I said? You walk out that door to that wedding, you don't come back, Beatrice.
Why? What do you want from me?
I want my respect. Didn't you ever hear of that? From my wife?
It's after 3, Beatrice. We're supposed to be there already. The priest won't wait.
Ellie, it's her wedding. There'll be nobody there from her family. I'm going for my sister. For my sister, let me go.
Look, I've been arguing with you the whole day, and I said what I'm gonna say now. He's gonna come back and apologize to me in front of the whole neighborhood, or nobody from this house is going into that church. Now, if that's to you is more than I am, then go. But don't come back. You will be either on their side or on my side. That's all.
Eddie, who the hell do you think you are?
Shut up, Catherine.
You got no more right to tell nobody nothing. The rest of your life, nobody.
Shush!
You're gonna come with me here.
I can't, Katie, I can't.
Oh, how can you listen to him? This rat.
Don't you call him that.
What are you scared of? He's a rat who belongs in the sewer.
Don't say that.
He bites people when they sleep. He comes when nobody's looking and poisons decent people in the garbage heap.
No, Eddie, no. Then we all belong in the garbage. You and me too. Don't say that. Whatever happened here, we're all responsible. And don't you ever forget it, Katie. Now go. Go to your wedding, Katie. I'll stay home. Go. God bless you. God bless your children.
Eddie,
What the hell are you doing here? Get out of here!
Marcon, what happened, Eddie? He's praying in church, understand? Catherine, I think it's better we go now, come.
Eddie, go away, please.
Eddie, let's go someplace. You and me, come. I don't want you to be the only house. I'll get your coat.
Go where? Huh? Where am I going? This is my house!
Well, what's the use of it? He's crazy now. You know the way they get. You've got nothing against Marco. You always liked Marco.
I have nothing against Marco. Which he called me a rat in front of the neighborhood? Which he said I killed his children? Where have you been?
I have caused all our troubles, Eddie. I wish to apologize. It was wrong that I did not ask your permission. I kiss your hand.
Eddie, he's apologizing.
It's my fault, everything. But you have insulted me too. Maybe God understands why you did that to me. Maybe you didn't mean to insult me at all.
Eddie, listen to him. Listen to what he's saying.
I think maybe, if when Marco comes, we can show him that we're comrades now and then...
Now, wait a minute,
Eddie, give him a chance.
What do you want, Eddie? What do you want?
I want my name. He didn't steal my name. He's just a punk. Marco got my name. And you better go and tell him, kid, that he should come back and apologize, or we will have it out with him.
Where is he?
Take me to him. Where is he?
Eddie, listen.
I heard enough.
Only blood is good. He kissed your hand.
What he does means nothing to nobody. Let's go.
Someone's gonna mean something. Who could give you your name? Listen to me. I love you. I'm talking to you. I love you. If Marco kisses your hand outside, if he goes down on his knees, what has he got to give you? That's not what you want.
Tell me the brother, Beatrice.
You want something else, Eddie, and you can never have her.
B.
Beatrice.
The truth is not as bad as blood, Eddie. I'm telling you the truth. Tell her goodbye. Forever.
That's what you think of me? That I would have such thoughts?
Eddie Carbone!
Yeah, Marco. Eddie Carbone. Eddie Carbone. Eddie Carbone!
No, please, Marco. Please, Eddie, stop. Just tell me. We're against children.
Eddie, come in the house. Please, come in the house.
Why? Maybe Marco came here to apologize in front of all of us. He knows that what he did was not right. Right, Marco? To do a thing like that to a man, to me? That I gave you roof to sleep? I gave you food to eat, like in the Bible, to completely strangers. And then what? To come out of the water and grab a girl for a passport? And now accusations in the bargain. Wiping the neighborhood with my name like a dirty rug. She will give me back my name, Marco. You give me back my name, and we go together to that wedding.
Eddie, please.
Shut up! Marco knows. Come on, Marco. Tell the people here. Tell them what liars you are. Come on. Tell them what liar you are! Come on, liar. Give me back my name. He will give me back my name. Give me back my name!
Animal! You kneel in front of me!
I say. Give me my name, liar. You will give me back my name. You hear me? Oh. Oh. Why? Obi. Why the?
Now we settle for half. And I like it that. And the truth is holy. And even as I know how wrong he was, is that useless? I tremble. For I confess that something perversely pure comes to me from his memory. Not purely good, but himself pure, for he allowed himself to be wholly known. And for this, I think I will love him more than all my sensible clients. And yet, it is better to settle for half. It must be. And so I mourn him, I admit it, with a certain